I totally agree with you. Did you see that movie last night?
Yeah, it was amazing.
I totally agree with you. The plot was really engaging and the acting was superb.
I know, right? I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Me too. And the special effects were top notch. I couldn't believe how realistic everything looked.
I couldn't agree more. That's what makes it such a great movie.
Definitely. I haven't seen anything like it in a long time.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year.
That's a good point, but I have to disagree.
I think we should try the new restaurant in town. I heard it's really good.
That's a good point, but I have to disagree. I saw some bad reviews online about the service there.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. Maybe we should go somewhere else then.
Yeah, I think we should stick to our usual spot. It's always reliable.
All right, sounds good to me.
I see what you're saying, but I think differently.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new project at work?
Yeah, I have. I think it's a great idea and will help us achieve our goals faster.
I see what you're saying, but I disagree. I think it's going to create more problems than it solves.
Really? Why do you think that?
Well, for starters, the timeline is too tight, and we don't have the resources to pull it off. Plus, I don't think it's the right approach for our company.
I understand your concerns, but I still think it's worth trying. We can always adjust our strategy along the way.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, it seems that way.
I'm not convinced. Can you explain that again?
I don't understand why everyone is so obsessed with TikTok.
Well, it's a great way to discover new music and dance trends.
I get that, but I still don't see the appeal.
Think of it this way, it's like a mini entertainment platform where you can watch short, creative videos.
I'm still not convinced.
Okay, let me explain it again. You know how Instagram is all about photos and Twitter is all about words? TikTok is all about videos.
Oh, I get it now. It's like a video-based social media platform.
Exactly. And with its easy-to-use editing tools, anyone can create fun and engaging content.
I'm of the same opinion as you.
Have you heard about the new restaurant that just opened downtown?
Yeah, I have. I've been wanting to check it out.
I'm of the same opinion as you. The menu looks amazing.
Definitely. And the prices seem reasonable too.
Let's make plans to go there this weekend then.
Sounds good to me.
Actually, I don't think that's true.
Hey Abby, did you know that the Earth is flat?
Actually, I don't think that's true. Science has proven that the Earth is round.
What are you talking about? I've seen videos online that prove the Earth is flat.
Those videos can be misleading. They use tricks to make it look like the Earth is flat, but in reality, it's not.
I don't know, man. I still believe that the Earth is flat.
Well, it's up to you to believe whatever you want, but I trust science and the evidence that proves the Earth is round.
That's a fair point, but I still have to disagree.
I don't think we should watch this movie. It's too violent.
That's a fair point, but I still think we should watch it. It has good reviews.
I understand that, but I just don't like seeing so much blood and gore on the screen.
Yeah, I get that it's not for everyone, but it's just a movie. It's not real.
I know it's not real, but it still bothers me. Can we watch something else?
All right, I suppose we can find something else to watch.
I completely understand where you're coming from, but I don't agree.
Hey Abby, what do you think about the new policy at work?
I completely understand where they're coming from, but I don't agree with it. They're asking us to work overtime without compensation.
Yeah, I see your point. But I think it's just temporary until we finish this project. Plus, we'll get some time off after it's done.
I get that, but I still think it's unfair. We have families and other responsibilities outside of work.
I hear you. I guess we'll just have to make the most of the situation and try to finish the project as soon as possible.
That's a great idea, and I fully support it.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new recycling program our city is starting next week?
No, what is it?
They're introducing a new system where we can recycle more types of waste like plastic bags and food scraps. I think it's a great idea, and I fully support it.
Yeah, that sounds like a great initiative. We should all do our part in keeping the environment clean and healthy.
I couldn't agree more.
Can you believe how hot it is today?
Oh, I know, right? It's unbearable.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like I'm melting.
Same here. I think I need to jump into a pool or something.
That sounds like a great idea. Let's head to the community pool after work.
Perfect. I'll bring some snacks and drinks, and we can cool off together.
I'm sorry, but I have to respectfully disagree.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new pizza place in town?
Yeah, I have. I tried it last night, and it was delicious.
Really? I'm sorry, but I have to respectfully disagree. I went there last week, and I didn't like it at all.
Oh, that's too bad. What did you not like about it?
I thought the crust was too thin, and the sauce was too sweet for my taste. Plus, the toppings weren't fresh.
I see. Well, I guess it's all about personal preference.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad you enjoyed it, though. I think you're onto something there.
Hey Abby, have you seen this new app for language learning?
No, what is it?
It's called Duolingo. It's like a game, and it's free.
Really? That sounds cool.
Yeah, I've been using it to learn Spanish, and I think it's really helping.
I think you're onto something there. I'll have to check it out. Thanks for the tip.
No problem, let me know what you think.
I have a different perspective on that.
Hey, Abby, did you hear about the new policy at work?
No, what is it?
They're going to start having mandatory team-building activities once a month.
I hate that kind of stuff.
Really? I have a different perspective on that. I think it could be a good way to get to know our colleagues better and improve our communication skills.
I see what you mean, but I just feel like it's forced and kind of awkward.
I get that, but maybe if we go into it with a positive attitude, it could actually be fun.
All right, you've convinced me to give it a chance. Let's hope it's not too cringy.
I think we see eye to eye on this.
Hey Abby, do you think we should order some pizza?
Yeah, man. I think we see eye to eye on this. I'm craving some pepperoni.
Awesome. Let me just call the pizza place and place the order.
Sounds good to me. Can we also get some garlic bread on the side?
Of course, that's a great idea. We can share it while we wait for the pizza to arrive.
Perfect. I'm glad we're on the same page with this.
I have to say, I disagree with you on this one.
Hey Abby, have you seen the new Star Wars movie yet?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was amazing.
Really? I have to say, I disagree with you on this one. I thought it was too predictable and lacked originality.
I see where you're coming from, but I thought it was a great addition to the franchise.
I can understand that, but I personally wasn't a fan of the recycled plot and character arcs.
That's fair. It's all subjective anyway.
Yeah, definitely. So, what did you think of the fight scenes?
Oh man, they were epic. The lightsaber battles were intense.
I can agree with you on that one. They definitely delivered on the action. That's a valid argument, but I still don't agree.
I understand your point, but I still don't agree with you.
That's all right, Alfie. What's your reason for not agreeing with me?
Well, I believe that we should focus on the long-term effects of the decision rather than just the short-term gains.
I see where you're coming from.
But don't you think we should also consider the immediate benefits for now?
Of course, but we need to think about the consequences that might come later. It's important to balance both sides.
I hadn't thought of that. I see your point now. Thanks for explaining it to me, Alfie.
No problem, happy to share my perspective.
I agree to an extent, but there are some things I don't agree with.
Hey Abby, I heard you had some thoughts on the new company policy.
Yeah, I agree to an extent, but there are some things I don't agree with.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it's great that they're offering flex time, but I don't like the new dress code.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think the dress code is a bit too strict as well.
And I think the policy on sick days is a little unfair.
Really? How so?
Well, they're only allowing 3 sick days a year. What if someone gets really sick?
Yeah, you're right. That could be problematic.
I don't think that's quite right. Hey Abby, did you hear the news about the new restaurant in town?
No, what's up?
They say it's amazing, but I don't think that's quite right. I heard from a friend that it's just average.
Really? I thought it was supposed to be really good.
Yeah, but you know how rumors go. Sometimes they're spot on, but other times they're just exaggerations.
That's true. I guess we'll have to try it out ourselves and see.
Definitely. Let's make plans to go this weekend.
I have to side with you on this one.
Hey Abby, did you hear about the new policy at work?
Yeah, I did. I have to side with you on this one. It's ridiculous.
Right? I mean, I understand they want to increase productivity, but this is just too much.
I know, it's like they don't even care about our well-being anymore.
Exactly. I hope they reconsider and come up with a better solution.
Me too. Anyway, wanna grab lunch together?
Sure, let's go.
I'm sorry, but I can't go along with that.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new movie that's coming out this weekend?
No, I haven't. What's it about?
It's a romantic comedy, and I was thinking we could go watch it together.
I'm sorry, but I can't go along with that.
Why not? Is it because you don't like romantic comedies?
No, it's not that. I promised my girlfriend that I would take her to see that movie.
Oh, I see. No problem then. We can plan to do something else another time.
I think we have different opinions on this.
Hey Abby, what do you think about the new Star Wars movie?
Honestly, I didn't really like it.
Really? I loved it. What didn't you like about it?
I just thought the plot was too predictable and it didn't really add anything new to the franchise.
See, I thought that was the point. It was a great homage to the original trilogy.
I can see your point, but I still think we have different opinions on this.
Yeah, I guess so. But that's what makes it interesting, right? We can have different opinions and still enjoy talking about it.
I strongly disagree with what you just said.
I strongly disagree with what you just said, Abby.
What did I say that you disagree with so much?
You said that pineapple pizza is the best pizza topping.
Yeah, it is.
No way. Pineapple on pizza is a crime against humanity.
Come on, Alfie, it's just a matter of taste.
I know, but I can't help it. The thought of fruit on my pizza makes me shudder.
Well, I respect your opinion, but I'm still going to enjoy my pineapple pizza.
That's not how I see it.
Did you like the new movie we watched last night?
Not really, I found it quite boring.
What are you talking about? It was so thrilling.
That's not how I see it. The plot was too predictable and the characters were one-dimensional.
I see your point, but I thought it was entertaining nonetheless.
Well, I guess we just have different tastes when it comes to movies.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new policy at work?
Yeah, I have. I think it's a good idea.
Really? I'm afraid I can't agree with you. I think it's going to make things more complicated.
I see your point, but I think it's necessary to ensure everyone is on the same page.
I understand, but I feel like it's just going to create more bureaucracy.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
Did you hear about the new rules for the office dress code?
Yeah, I did. I'm not sure I agree with that.
Why not? It's more professional looking.
I think it's too strict. We should be allowed to wear what we're comfortable with as long as it's not too casual.
But what about the company's image? We have to look professional in front of clients.
I get that, but I think we can still dress professionally without having to wear a suit and tie every day.
I see your point. Maybe we should suggest some changes to the dress code policy.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
I think we should order pizza for dinner tonight.
I'm inclined to agree with you. Pizza sounds good to me.
Great. What toppings do you want?
Let's get half pepperoni and half mushroom.
Sounds good to me. I'll order it now.
I'm not entirely convinced, but I'll think about it.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new movie that's coming out this weekend?
No, what's it about?
It's a thriller about a serial killer, but some of my friends say it's not that good.
I'm not entirely convinced, but I'll think about it. Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, it looks pretty intense. But I'm still on the fence about whether to see it or not.
I know what you mean. I'll probably wait for the reviews to come out before deciding.
Same here.
That's an interesting perspective.
Have you heard about the new cafe that just opened downtown?
No, I haven't. What's interesting about it?
Well, they have a unique concept where customers can pay whatever they want for their food and drinks.
That's an interesting perspective. I wonder how they make a profit from that.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But I'm planning to check it out this weekend and see how it works.
Let me know how it goes. I might join you if it's worth it.
I think we need to discuss this further to come to an agreement.
Abby, I don't think we're on the same page about this.
What do you mean?
Well, we've talked about it before, but I think we need to discuss this further to come to an agreement.
Which topic are you referring to?
The budget for the upcoming project.
Oh, right. I see what you mean. What specifically do you think we need to discuss more?
I think we need to go over the numbers again and talk about the areas where we can cut costs or where we need to allocate more funds.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's schedule a meeting to go over it in more detail.
I have to say, I have some reservations about that.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new project our team is working on?
Yeah, I have. What do you think about it?
Honestly, I have to say, I have some reservations about that.
Really? What's bothering you?
Well, it seems like we're not fully prepared for it. And also, the deadline seems too tight to me.
I see what you mean. But maybe we can talk to our manager about it and voice our concerns.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
I can see where you're coming from, but I still don't agree.
Hey Abby, have you made your mind up about the party this weekend?
Yeah, I'm not sure I want to go. It's going to be so crowded and loud.
I can see where you're coming from, but I still think we should go. It's a great opportunity to socialize and have fun.
I understand what you're saying, but I just don't feel like it's my thing.
That's okay. I won't push you, but I hope you change your mind. It won't be the same without you.
Thanks, Alfie. Maybe I'll think about it some more.
I agree with you up to a point.
I think that we should definitely invest in renewable energy sources.
I agree with you up to a point. While I think that renewable energy is important, it's not always feasible for every country.
Yeah, that's true. Some countries don't have the resources or infrastructure to switch to renewable energy right away.
Exactly. We need to find a balance between investing in renewable energy and making sure that countries can still provide energy to their citizens in the short term.
I see what you mean. It's important to think about the practicalities of the situation as well.
Yes, and we also need to consider the economic impact of investing in renewable energy. It can be expensive in the short term, even if it's beneficial in the long term.
That's a good point. It's definitely a complex issue.
Agreed.
I'm sorry, but that's not in line with my thinking.
Hey, Abby, what do you think about the new work policy?
I'm sorry, but that's not in line with my thinking. I don't think it's going to be very effective.
Really? Why not?
Well, I think it's putting too much pressure on the employees, and it's not taking into account their needs and preferences.
I see your point, but I think it's necessary to increase productivity.
I get that, but there are other ways to achieve that goal without sacrificing the well-being of the employees.
I understand where you're coming from. Maybe we can discuss it more and find a compromise.
I have to say, I'm not sold on that idea.
Hey Abby, what do you think of the new proposal for the project?
I have to say, I'm not sold on that idea.
Really? I thought it sounded pretty good.
Well, I just don't think it's feasible given our current resources.
I see your point. Do you have any other suggestions?
Yeah, I was thinking we could try a different approach that would align better with our capabilities.
Okay, let's hear it. I'm open to ideas.
I think we need to find some common ground.
Hey Abby, I think we need to find some common ground.
What do you mean, Alfie?
Well, we seem to have different opinions on a lot of things and it's causing a lot of conflict.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. What do you suggest we do?
I think we should try to find some things that we both enjoy and agree on, so we can focus on those instead of our differences.
That's a good idea. What do you suggest we start with?
How about trying some new foods together? I know you like spicy food and I like trying new cuisines, so maybe we can find a restaurant that caters to both.
That sounds great, let's do it.
I can appreciate your perspective, but I disagree.
Hey Abby, have you heard about the new policy in our company?
Yes, I have. I think it's a great idea.
Really? I don't agree with it.
That's okay. I can appreciate your perspective, but I think it will benefit the company in the long run.
I see where you're coming from, but I think it will have negative consequences for some employees.
I understand your concern, but sometimes we have to make tough decisions for the greater good.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on this one.
I think we have different interpretations of the situation.
Hey Abby, what do you think about the project we're working on?
I think it's going well. Why do you ask?
Well, I feel like we have different interpretations of the situation.
What do you mean by that?
I think we're approaching the project from different angles.
Oh, I see what you mean now. Maybe we should sit down and clarify things?
That's a good idea. I don't want to cause any confusion.
Yeah. Clarity is key in these situations.
I'm not sure we're on the same page here.
Hey Abby, I'm not sure we're on the same page here. Are you talking about the marketing plan for next month or the one for the following quarter?
I thought we were discussing the plan for next month. Why, what are you thinking?
Oh, no worries. I just wanted to clarify. I was thinking we should focus more on social media advertising, but if we're talking about the next quarter, then we might want to consider a different approach.
Got it. Yeah, I think we should definitely focus on social media for next month. It's been working well for us so far.
Perfect, that's what I thought too. Glad we're on the same page now.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree.
Hey Abby, have you read the news about the new tax policy?
Yeah, I did. I think it's a good move by the government.
Honestly, I don't agree. I think it's going to hurt the middle class the most.
I see your point, but I think it's necessary for the economy.
I think we're going to have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, it seems that way. Shall we talk about something else?
Sure, how was your weekend?
I have to respectfully disagree with you.
Hey Abby, what's up?
Not much, just chilling. What about you?
I was reading your Facebook post about the new Star Wars movie and I have to respectfully disagree with you.
Oh really? Why is that?
I thought the movie was amazing, but you said it was just okay. I mean, did we watch the same movie?
Haha, yeah, I guess we just have different opinions on it.
Yeah, I guess so. But I'm curious, what didn't you like about it?
It was a bit too long for my liking and I didn't connect with the new characters as much as I did with the old ones.
Ah, I see. Well, to each their own, I guess.
That's a valid point, but I still disagree.
I don't think we should go to the beach today. The weather forecast said it's going to rain.
That's a valid point, but I still disagree. We should go, and if it starts to rain, we can always find shelter under a tree or something.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like a good idea to me.
Come on, don't be such a downer. It's not like we're going to melt. Besides, the beach is always empty when it's raining, so we'll have it all to ourselves.
All right, you convinced me. Let's go to the beach and hope for the best.
I'm sorry, I can't get on board with that.
I heard that you're planning to go bungee jumping this weekend.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
I'm sorry, I can't get on board with that.
Why not? It'll be so much fun.
I just can't handle the idea of jumping off a high platform with just a rope attached to me. It's too risky.
I understand where you're coming from, but I've always wanted to try it.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, but count me out.
No problem, it's not for everyone.
I see your point, but I still have to disagree.
Hey Abby, did you hear about the new policy at work?
Yeah, I did. I think it's a good idea.
Really? I see your point, but I still have to disagree. I think it's just going to make things more complicated.
I understand where you're coming from, but I think it's important to have clear guidelines for everyone to follow.
I get that, but I just don't think it's necessary to micromanage every little thing.
Well, maybe we'll just have to agree to disagree on this one.
Yeah, I guess so.
I think we need to hear each other out and find a compromise.
Hey Abby, I heard we had a disagreement on the meeting yesterday.
Yeah, we did. I think my idea would work better than yours.
I see. But I think we need to hear each other out and find a compromise. What if we combine our ideas?
That's a great idea. Let's do that.
Perfect. It's always better to work together and find a solution that works for everyone.
Agreed.
I'm not sure that's entirely accurate.
Hey Abby, did you hear about the new cafe that opened up on Main Street?
Yeah, I did. I heard they only serve vegetarian food.
Actually, that's not entirely accurate. They do serve a few non-vegetarian dishes as well.
Oh, really? I thought they were completely vegetarian.
No, I checked their menu. They have some chicken and fish options too.
Huh, I guess I was misinformed. Thanks for letting me know, Alfie.
I think we need to explore this issue more before coming to a conclusion.
Hey Abby, what do you think about the recent proposal to ban plastic bags in the city?
I'm not quite sure. On one hand, it's good for the environment. But on the other hand, it might inconvenience some people.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to explore this issue more before coming to a conclusion.
Definitely. Maybe we could research how other cities have dealt with this issue and what their outcomes were.
That's a good idea. It's important to consider all perspectives before making a decision.
I'm afraid I have to dissent.
Hey Abby, have you seen the new proposal for the project?
Yeah, I have. What do you think about it?
Honestly, I'm afraid I have to dissent. I think it's not feasible to achieve in the given timeline.
Really? I thought it was doable. What are your concerns?
Well, I think we need more resources, and some of the steps are quite complicated. We might not be able to pull it off without a delay.
I see your point. Maybe we can discuss it with the team and see if we can come up with a better plan.
That's a good idea. Let's schedule a meeting to talk about it.
I think we need to take a step back and reassess.
Hey Abby, I think we need to take a step back and reassess.
What do you mean?
I mean, we've been working on this project for a while now and we seem to be going in circles.
Yeah, you're right. It's like we're not making any progress.
Exactly. So, maybe we should take a break and come back to it with fresh eyes.
I agree. We've been so focused on this project that we haven't even considered other options.
That's what I'm saying. Let's take a step back and reassess our approach.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't agree.
I think we should paint the living room blue.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I don't agree. Blue is too cold for a living room.
Really? I think it will give the room a calming effect.
Maybe, but what about a warmer color like beige or light yellow?
I see your point. Let's look at some color palettes together and decide.
Sounds like a plan.